first single lady. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
My name is Nikki.
Nikki.
I'm born in Phoenix, Arizona. My family is from Louisiana and Kansas, so I'm a Southern Belle.
Oh.
Yes.
And Nikki, how old are you?
I am 40.
40,
40 young.
okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I'm a teacher and also work for the city of Phoenix. And also, I'm currently going to be doing a career change. So I'm going to finish up my medical degree. Also, I have my own small pastry business. So I do cupcakes and
Nice.
cookies and stuff like that. And also, I'm working on a skit. So I'm working on that. Hopefully, I get that done soon. And I go to the gym about 6 to 4 times out of the week.
Okay.
I do racquetball. I do boxing. I just started that as well.
So these are all the things that you do for
Yes.
fun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So now what do you look for in a man?
Oh my gosh, I want someone who loves the Lord. I am a PK kid. My dad was a pastor. I love him. And I was raised in a Christian household, so I'm used to that. I want someone who's caring, compassionate, has great communication skills, and who can love me.
Okay.
That's what I want.
So now what are some of your deal breakers?
Someone who doesn't know the Lord, Yahweh and Yahshua. That's my deal breaker. And someone who doesn't have good communication skills or that's all I can think of right now.
Okay, no, that was good.
Okay.
All right, so we have not got any pop balloons.
Okay.
So let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
I'll have you hold that. Okay, so we did get one. Come on over. Let's go see why he ended up popping. Your name and age.
My name is Sincere. I'm 45.
And Sincere, what do you do?
I own my own tax firm and I also personal train.
Okay, so why did you end up popping your balloon?
Basically just the initial physical attraction, and then more so I'm a little more spiritual than religious.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's probably one of her strong points. You need to be Christian, go to church, and just not aligning with what I'm doing.
Okay, I see here. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's very nice looking, very nice put together.
Thank you.
I don't really know him. I would like to if I got to know him, I try to judge people based off their personality and just talking to them and spending time with them. But his outer appearance, he looks nice.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful young lady herself.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's head on back. So we've now got 5 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
So do you guys have any children?
Okay, that's your question?
Yes,
you ask about children?
And also, how old are your children?
How old are they? Okay, let's start over here. Your name and age.
My name is Jay Ville, age 43.
Okay, and Jayville, what do you do?
So I own the top Black and brown owned education and tutoring company in the country, as well as a financial literacy and credit organization as well.
Very nice.
So do you have any children? And if you do, how many and how old are they?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have one daughter and she's 3.5, almost 4 in April.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Jonathan, 41.
Jonathan, what do you do?
I own a barbershop.
Okay, very nice.
Kids' age is 12 and 17.
Okay.
17. Okay, got 2. Over here, your name and age.
My name is Mel. I'm 46.
And Mel, what do you do?
So I'm a designer, a stylist, and a fashion brand owner of Head Attire. We represent love and positivity through fashion.
Okay. Is that what you have on today?
Absolutely, self-love.
All right. And now, how many kids do you have and how old are they?
I have 2, boy and a girl. My boy is the oldest. He's 16. My daughter's 11. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And over here, your name and age.
My name is Reggie. I am 44.
Okay. Reggie, what do you do?
I do project management for a surgical supply company, and I'm also a day trader and an entrepreneur as well. And I do have a daughter, and she is 9.
Okay. Nice.
Then we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age.
My name is Nick. I'm 40.
Okay. Nick, what do you do?
I invest in the real estate, and I do real estate. I'm helping like low income families buying their first homes. Sometimes they could put 0 down, or I help them find programs that could even give them money to put down.
Nice.
Yeah, loan. So.
Okay. And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
She's so beautiful, but that was not initial attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's nice looking. Like I said, I just would have to get to know him more.
I still get a little trapped on that you are like really beautiful, but I'm not attracted to you. and men and women both say this. I guess I'm just of the belief that I'm not gonna call you beautiful and then in the same vein say that I'm attracted to you. I'm not attracted to you. Like I'm gonna say you know what, you're really, really beautiful, but I'm not attracted to you. I just don't feel like those two things going to line. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not about to call you. I'm not about to give you a compliment. Cause to say a person is beautiful, I don't know. That's just me. Y'all tell me in the comments if y'all think that I'm wrong, and in my thinking. Are you telling somebody that they look good, but in the same vein, you tell them in the same sentence, I ain't attracted to you either, but you still look good though? Or is that just being politically correct and polite? That's my take on it.
And just pick his brain and just learn more about him, but not really.
Okay. All right.
But he's still nice looking though.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Let's head on back. So we now have 4 guys left, and you got to hear from them, hear about, how many kids they have, how old they are. So now I'm gonna have you pop 1 balloon.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Next round. Yeah, next round. See, you asked about the kids. You should have asked a little more.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
All
sorry.
right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear her out. She's in the education field, so I'm in the education space as well. Seemed like a pretty decent young lady, so just kind of wanted to feel her out a little bit.
Okay. All right. And why'd you end up popping his?
I'm gonna be honest. I really had to figure it out. I'm sorry. I had to figure it. I'm like, who do I pop? And I'm sorry. I don't know. For some reason, I was like,
All good.
okay, let me pop you. But you are very well put together, very nice looking, and I love that you work with kids.
Appreciate
So,
it.
yeah.
Thank you much.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome.
Okay. Now you can ask another question for our
Okay.
3 remaining guys.
What are your goals for the next 4 or 3 years? Like, where do you see yourself, and what goals are you working on right now?
Okay. Let's start.
Okay, I noticed something. She keep counting backwards. Now, she ain't said that she goes to the gym 6 to 4 times out of the week. It may not be a big deal, but this is the second time that she ain't did it. But it's just something that just kind of caught my attention, because this is the second time she ain't did it, and she said, like, what do you see yourself doing in the next 4 to 3 years? Is this in reverse? I mean, now I'm kind of messed up because my man jacket is reversed, and she keep talking backwards. Now I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but something ain't right. Is this like a prank or something that's happening on the show that I don't know nothing about? I'm gonna let it keep playing. I'm gonna let it keep going.
Start here.
Don't say my name.
Name and age.
Jonathan, 41. I see myself owning a chain of barbershops all over. Have them in I can open. So
Okay.
That's what I see myself.
Very nice.
Okay. And over here, answer to her question.
Yes. Me being an entrepreneur that I am, I definitely want to expand the portfolio of real estate. But for now, my next, you said 4 years,
Yes.
5 years.
Yes.
I just see myself expanding my brand as a designer. So I really want to touch the world with love. And the way that I do it is through fashion. So I really want to take it worldwide, continue to build and travel, spread love across the world.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And what about over here?
Yeah, so right now I'm a part of a great company. I have a nice career and I'm happy where I'm at the surgical supply company that I'm at, Crescent Surgical Supplies. Also, I do day trade as well. So I definitely want to expand upon that and just kind of level up my capital and just really just run it up and scale up with that and, be a professional trader, So, but yeah, those 2 things, I just plan to really just kind of just keep scaling up with those things and just leveling up. I'm at a great space, but there's levels to this. So yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. All right. And now what about for yourself? What are
My
your goals?
I know I want to, this year, my goal is to have my own first home.
Mhm.
So I know I want to get more homes and just create more wealth. And so I can make sure that I can have money saved when I have kids, so I can make sure they're in a better place than where I'm at today. Because my parents worked very hard to get me where I'm at, but I want to make sure my kids can have an easier life, if that makes sense.
No, definitely.
So.
All right, so it is time to pop one of these balloons. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go see why he ended up popping.
Okay.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I got to start off by saying she's a gorgeous woman, right? But based on my dating experiences lately, I kind of prefer someone with at least one kid because they just nurture different, you know. And it's not a criteria, but it's kind of a preference. And I feel like maybe some of these other guys may, you know, be okay with it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, overall beautiful though.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if he were to approach you, is he someone you would speak to?
would. I would have took his number and went on a date and called him.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Sure.
All right, before we even get to that, it's two things happening in this situation, okay? One, the dude down there, I feel like he got jealous because she said that she would take his number and get him a call and take him out, which is interesting because she said she would take his number. I feel like just reverse day. It's not he take her number, is she gonna take his number and call him and go out on a date, which made me believe she gonna take him out. That's a change. Then I do understand what he's saying by dating somebody that has at least one kid, because normally in some cases when you date a woman that doesn't have a kid or you date a man that doesn't have a kid, you know, they tend, well, men are a little bit more understanding, but women, you know, they tend to, and from my experience, I ain't saying all women, but from my experience, the single women that don't have no kids don't tend not to be able to understand that you don't have a lot of flexibility to do and go particular places. Like you can't just spontaneously hop up and just go, or they can't just spontaneously pop up and just come over to your house, especially if they ain't met your kid already, you know. So I understand that situation. You know, there are more a woman with a child is more understanding of the limits that you have with time versus one that does not. And that's just based on my experience. And, you know, that's just how it is. But, you know, let me know in the comments if you feel different.
Okay. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just need I own 2 homes already, so just need a more woman that's more into investments already.
Okay. I see. All right. So same thing here. If he approached you, someone you would speak to?
He's very nice looking as well. So I would have talked to him and got to know him on a deeper level, because I do have other investments. I just didn't speak of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That don't make sense. You want somebody that's further along in investments. Why you just didn't ask her if that was her initial investment? And that's kind of thing I have about these shows, because people pop their balloon based on assumption and don't wait to ask the question. Or they make up some stupid excuse and don't really say the real reason for why they pop their balloon. If you're not attracted to them, just say you're not attracted to them. Or if you feel like she was feeling somebody else, you know, they'll pop their balloon on that. They're like, oh, I perceive that they feeling somebody else more than they feel it, then they gonna feel with me. You know, I know it's a better connection. And they pop their balloon over that. I think he should have asked a question like, is there any other investments that you have outside of real estate or trying to do real estate? And then just kind of just take the conversation from there. I think he just did a cop out.
Thank you. Okay, we've got one unpopped balloon over here. Do you guys have any questions for one another?
Think. I'm sorry.
Is it ladies first?
No, you can go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So you said you were how old? I'm sorry.
I'm 40.
40 years old.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not a big churchgoer.
Okay.
I was raised in the church. I went to church 3 times a week when I was a kid. So
Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
yeah. So you know, being raised that way, a person could go one of 2 ways. Either
Okay.
you gotta go on to be like a pastor or become more involved into that type of thing, into church and that kind of thing, or you kind of go left. You gotta just watch football on Sundays.
Okay.
So I'm kind of a watch football on Sundays kind of guy.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. So, but yeah, I just wanted to just kind of hear you out and you are an attractive woman.
Thank you.
And I don't have anything bad to say about you or anything like that. It's just that I don't think I'm your type. I don't think, like, as far as like,
You know, he was doing good until he said that. He was doing real good until he said, I don't think that I'm your type. Let her decide whether or not you're her type or not. I'm not, look, if I'm on this show, I'm not telling a woman I'm not your type. I'm gonna let you decide whether I'm your type or not. Cause I ain't popping my balloon unless I just really think that you unattractive. And I'm just gonna say it like, look, I don't find you attractive. I ain't about to say that you well put together. I'm not even about to be nice about it. I ain't about to be nice about it. I'm just tell you the way. I'm just tell you how it is. But he was doing good until he said that part right there.
like lifestyle and like, or should I say, maybe spirituality and like religion, as far as that goes. I think I would frustrate you.
Really?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
frustrate you because, like you said, you're big into church and that kind of thing. You probably go to church every Sunday.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you'd probably be like, you'd probably be frustrated because I'd be like, I'm trying to watch at least 2-3 games.
So you would never go to church on Sunday? Or just,
I
I'm just
would.
wondering.
You know what though? Honestly, because it's like this. I do have a daughter. I want to take her to church.
Okay.
Maybe once a month, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. Once a month, maybe twice, maybe even twice a month. But by myself, it's just a lot of work getting her up and going and doing her hair and getting her all dolled up for church. So it's just easier for me to just kind of just stay at home, honestly.
So you
But
have
if
your,
I had
I'm sorry.
someone that would kind of like help motivate me and her to get going and do that kind of thing, because I'm not anti-church. It's just that I'm not like overly motivated to go every week and that kind of
Okay.
thing. But
So would that be a deal breaker for you?
No, long as he, as long as he does go sometime, because I do want someone to go with me sometime. I don't want to be, you see sometime a lot of Black women in church and they by themselves. And I'm like, okay, where your husband? They at home watching football. But I'm just saying every once in a while, it would be nice to be able to go to church with my significant other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you're good?
You know what? What you said was a great response, but is she my type? I would say yes and no, but I'm gonna pop my balloon.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop my balloon.
All right, no problem. Let's head on back then, girl.
Now I know y'all. Now I know I always talk about people wasting time. That wasn't a waste of time. Like he really took the time to actually Q&A or have conversation with her, explain himself. It's one part I didn't like, but explain himself, kind of figure out where she was at, and actually do some fact finding before he actually made a decision. I don't think that's a waste of time. I think he was really trying to make the decision on whether or not she was going to be a good match. And even though she's saying that, oh, I want a guy to come with me to go to church sometimes, I think she's lying. I think she's lying because that sometimes, and I'm going to just say this, Christians are really sneaky people. Okay, you got to be very careful. They really sneaky people because sometimes can turn to a lot of time. And then you find yourself in a whole situation of, getting Christian, being a Christian, getting baptized and all that stuff. Like it's a whole slippery slope. That's why I was shaking my head. Like, no, don't do it. Just let it go. Like if you're dealing with somebody that's very religious, they're going to keep pushing and provoking you to go to church or to do certain things to get into the church until they ensnare you in there. And then you find yourself in there every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then before you know it, the rest of your day is gone. Is your whole life gone.
All right. Well, that is all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic. Let's give it up for her, guys.